From Denver, Colorado, we have another great game for you today. Thanks for joining us. These two teams are ready to go, and it should be a great one as the Vikings get set to take on the Broncos. Welcome to the game. Al Michaels and John Madden here, broadcasting live. So pull up a chair and relax because this is going to be a good one.
You talk about a quarterback who can lead his team to victory. This guy has all the tools you look for. A great arm, pocket presence, and the ability to hit a receiver anywhere in the field. There's not too many like this guy, and we can see him put up big numbers in this one.
Randy Moss makes a great target for him every game. I think most people in the league like to think that he's deceptively fast. That allows him to sneak past the defense for big gains. And whether or not he'll be able to against this defense is something we'll be paying a lot of attention to.
And you can tell that defense is fired up and ready to go. I don't think we should keep them waiting any longer.
A much anticipated game ready to begin as we're lined up for the kickoff.
Number 4
will be kicking off.
To start the game.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 4. The offense is heading out onto the field for their first drive of the game.
Number 30 on the return.
Our EA Sports Coach Close-Up features two very unique coaches. The Vikings' Mike Tice has an excellent quarterback and one of the most explosive receivers in the league, yet still stresses running a balanced offense. Culpepper sets up. Pass play here on first down. Closing in. Unleashes the deep ball. And it looks like there's a penalty on the play.
Holding on the offense.
Number 74 is going to be flagged for holding on that play.
If the defensive guys get a good jump, sometimes the only thing you can do to protect the quarterback is grab hold of somebody's jersey.
Deep in their own territory. Culpepper gets set. To the air on first down. Throws it. And it's complete. The 30. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. First and 10. Ball on their own 34. Dropping back to pass on first down. Great call by the defensive coordinator.
And this is the type of team that likes to blitz to create pressure. They'll call the cover 2 or cover 3 on passing downs a lot of time, but they also like to bring extra guys on blitzes, trying to mix it up.
Following the sack, it's second and long. The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Good play in the backfield by Mobley. Lost about a yard. Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Come on, Bobby's head.
Dropping back. Gets rid of it. And it's complete. Great defense to prevent them from getting the first.
You don't run a pattern short of the first down on third down.
Murphy is back to punt. Here's the kick. He's waving for the fair catch. This play will be the first of the game for the offense. The former Miami Hurricane is one of the best backs in the league, John.
Yeah, he's one of those big play guys that you always have to account for in every play. You leave him alone one time and boom, he'll burn you.
It's the toss to the left.
They'll take over.
About a 1-yard loss.
2nd and 12. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Set. Give it all you got. Stay up.
He made the play with his feet rather than his arm there.
It's just so frustrating as a defense when a quarterback takes off and makes a play, because that's just one more thing you have to defend against.
Ain't got nothing. Set. Here comes the heat.
Going to the left. He's tackled behind the lines by Irvin. Irvin came up from the corner to make the play.
He's one of those guys who's a sure tackler. He'll move up and play physically at the line, come on a blitz, and play the run just about as well as anyone on the defense.
So they'll line up to punt after going 3-0. Here's the punt. And he waves for the fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
They'll take over at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10.
Culpepper sets up, dropping back, gets the pass off, breaking through. 4-yard gain on the play.
Makes the reception. Gain of 4 on the play.
They need 7.
That's all you. Set.
Using motion.
Stick up.
Pressure, steps up, gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's what bringing a blitz will do. It'll force you to make the throw before you want to. They're just lucky he didn't throw it to the other team.
Drops back, under pressure, throwing, right in stride. The defender brings him down at the 46.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. They're in a hole here on 3rd down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Handed off to the back. They couldn't get anything going through the middle.
You know, it was because the defense filled all the gaps. The back was looking for a place to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the gaps, bringing them down for a loss.
He's taken down in the backfield. Trevor Price will start getting some extra attention now that he has 2 sacks.
And you just knew he'd get the quarterback more than once. He's so determined to make a big play every down.
It's now 3rd and long after the sack.
They got nothing.
Using motion. Dropping back. Looking for a receiver. Steps up. Trevor Price gave the quarterback a real shot while picking up his 3rd sack of the game.
The offense is going to have to do something, because this guy is just having his way with him out there.
This will be his 2nd punt of the game. Here's the kick. From the 23. He had a nice return on that punt.
And no matter how good a punt is, it doesn't mean anything if your team can't stop the return.
Only one man back. Man in motion.
Get out, Steve.
Gets the toss to the left. And he's tackled at the 35-yard line. Not much there, maybe a yard. Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on their own 35. Drops back. Pressure coming. Good play in the backfield by Mixon. Nowhere to go with it on that play.
Good coverage downfield had a lot to do with that play. They dropped back in zone coverage, never giving the quarterback an option.
After the sack, they'll be looking at 3rd and long here. Plummer sets up, using motion. Stepping up, gets the pass off. He easily could have taken that one all the way back.
He's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
Number 4 is looking for a good punt here. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. He made the right decision there.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
On the 31-yard line.
Bennett looks for a seam in the middle, but there's nothing there.
The defense had great penetration, and they were right there to cover their gap assignments.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 31.
We'll see.
Dropping back. Into the open field. At the 41-yard line. He breaks this one for a game.
Yeah, you can run any defensive scheme you want. But I'll tell you this, it's hard to compensate for the quarterback that can scramble and make plays on the run. Right here is how he can hurt them. They get him in a 3rd down situation. And if they can give him a lane to run through, he's going to take it. And right there, he takes it for a big 1st down.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 41. The Vikings come out in the bunch formation. Throwing. No catch. He was out of bounds.
As a quarterback, you're supposed to put the ball where only the receiver can get it. I think somebody should have told him that he also needs to keep it in bounds.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
That's all you. Give it all you got.
Culpepper sets up. Tosses it left. Bennett couldn't find any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
Here's a 3rd and long situation. Ball on their own 41. Drops back. Closing in. Gets the pass off. He finds his man.
Watch it here. This is a great call on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that 1st down.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 46-yard line.
Dropping back. Pressure. There was nothing open downfield, resulting in a big sack.
This team loves to play zone and pass cover. They'll use the cover 2 on just about any play, relying on the defensive front to create pressure on the quarterback. They'll blitz every now and then to change things up. That's usually inside the 20-yard line and keep the offense off balance.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Tosses it out to the left. Bennett couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Under pressure, gets rid of it. This pass is incomplete. He was pressured as the defense forced the issue.
And that's a right decision in that case. Get rid of the ball and take the incomplete.
O'Neal into return. Here's the punt. And so the punt goes out of bounds. Gets the call. Horton covered some good ground there.
Hey, nice job up front, holding their block and allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 30.
Sideline, D. Set. Get in there.
Cross play to the right. Cross play goes for about 4. Give it to the halfback. 4, maybe 5 yards on that carry.
Ball carry. Gain of 4 on the play.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Ain't nothing. Get in there, man.
Man in motion. Receives the handoff. And he picks up the first on that carry.
Right up the middle, too. Good blocking leads to a good run like that.
First and 10. He did a great job of making something out of nothing on that play.
The coach will tell his quarterback that if nothing's open and you see some room, take off and get some yards.
Going to the left. Just about 3 yards there.
On the carry. 3-yard gain on the play.
About 2 to go. Ball on the 49-yard line.
3rd and 2. Ball on the 49-yard line.
This play to the right. Just about a yard in the way.
With the play, 1-yard gain on the play.
Punter heads in again for the 3rd time today. Here's the kick. He signals for a fair catch.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force a fair catch.
The Vikings come out with 3 receivers tight.
1st and 10.
Is that all you got? Set.
Looking Looking for a receiver. Pumps once. Slings it out to the left. The pass ball's incomplete. Nice anticipation by the quarterback, but they just couldn't come up with the long completion.
Even though that pass was incomplete, that kind of pass stretches a defense, softening up the middle for passes underneath, while allowing the running game to take advantage of a little more room at the line of scrimmage.
Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. To the 20, the 30. He's finally brought down at the 42-yard line. Nice execution on that play call.
That pass play was almost perfect. The only thing they didn't do was score.
First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Fire out. Tiger out. Set. Eagle left. Cut.
Drops back. Pressure coming. Throwing. He hits his receiver. Not quite far enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation, because on second and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
Make the stop. Bust this wheel, deep. They got nothing.
Only one man back.
And one. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Flag down.
Good ball. Let's start on the offense.
Rosenthal moved early.
I think that guy forgot what the snap was.
About 6 to go. Ball on their own 46.
Give it all you got. Set. Cowboy.
Toss play to the right. Loose ball. The Broncos roll on. Good play by the defense to recover the fumble.
And that's just great awareness. This goes to show you that you can never let up out there. You got to keep your legs moving and your eyes open till you hear that whistle.
Following the turnover now, it's 1st and 10. They'll go from the I formation. Man in motion.
Get at him. Let's go.
Tosses it right. Portis did a nice job on that one.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for first downs, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
Gordon, play action. Hits the pass off. He's on the run. The 10, 5. Great play there by Smith.
That's the type of thing that can happen when you get this guy the ball. He's going to move the ball, and he's going to move it with speed.
Pushes off. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, watch, this is the thing. He looks like one of those downhill runners. He shows some power. Power gets him right into the end zone.
The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's up. And the extra point is good. And so they turn that drive into a great one as it ends with a touchdown.
The more touchdown drives, the better. Now they'll go back to the sidelines and see why they were able to beat the defense for 6. And they'll try and repeat those results the next time they get the ball.
The kickoff team lines up.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 30.
Not a real deep kick. Should be returned from the 10-yard line. The Vikings will start the drive from the 27.
Number 30 on the return. They'll start the drive at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10.
Stay after him.
Drops back with the pass right to him. Off and run. A display of great hands on that catch.
That receiver has all the tools.
Second and 4 coming up here. Ball on their own 32.
They got nothing.
Man in motion.
Let's go. Ball.
Gets rid of it. Ooh, nearly picked off. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
Drops back, guns it out to the right, and it's caught. Culpepper got that one out there in a hurry.
That quarterback is really special. Not only does he have the arm, but he can also guide it in there with some touch if he needs to.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Dropping back to pass on first down. With the throw, he has room. The 40. Can't bring him down. Good job picking up the blitz and picking up the first down.
Hey, that was a heck of a call. I mean, they saw the pressure was coming, and he knew right where to go with the ball. And then he got it there.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Get in there. Set. Ain't got nothing.
Tosses it right. He's taken down in the backfield by Wilson. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. Denver looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime.
39-yard line.
Culpepper sets up. Closing in. Nearly intercepted. Missed opportunity.
What the defense is doing is they're watching the quarterback's eyes. They're cluing. They're in position so that whatever happens, the ball is in front of them. And that time, it almost got him an interception.
Slings it out left side. The receiver did a good job bringing that pass in.
Looks like someone might have blown their coverage on that one.
Epstein will attempt to put up the first points of the day. And it's on its way. Epstein didn't appear to get all of it, and the kick fell short. Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Bring that pain, baby. Set.
Hand it off. The running back gets about 3.
The ball carrier, 3-yard gain on the play.
Fire out. Snake eyes. You got him. Set.
They give it to the halfback. Portis didn't have much to work with on that running play.
That's because the defense did a good job anticipating the snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep them off balance while trying to draw them off sides.
Here is a 3rd and long situation. Ball on their own 47. Minnesota comes out in a dime package. Pressure with the throw, drops the interception. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. Fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
19-yard line. They'll take over at the 19-yard line. First and 10.
Come on, get up.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Rid of it. Grabs the off-target pass. Excellent gain on first down.
These guys are just out there playing a little pitch and catch. They make it look easy.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. 1 yard to go. Ball on their own 28. Bennett. Great fake. Fumble. Loose ball. The Vikings get it. A very timely recovery by the offense.
That was a foot race to the fumble. Looks like the extra wind sprints of practice are paying off.
With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. They've done very well on third down to this point. It's the pass off. Incomplete. Fourth down. Upcoming after that incomplete pass. Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one. So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 48. They line up in the I formation. Man in motion. Pass play here on first down. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle. Kenny Mixon gets to the quarterback once again for his second sack.
They're going to want to put an extra eyeball or 2 on him from now on.
It's second down and 15 to go. Ball on their own 43. He hands it over, powering ahead. And the halfback picks up about 3.
2 yards.
The Broncos line up in a 5-receiver set this time.
Let's go. Ball. Ain't got nothing. Bust is great.
Surveying the field. He was hit just as he threw. The defender was all over him on that play, forcing the incompletion.
The line has to do a better job of protection or they're going to get their quarterback killed.
Number 4 lines up in the backfield for the punt. Here's the kick. And he waves for the fair catch. Past the goal line, no return here.
Bring the pain.
Culpepper gets set.
Let's go. Come on. We'll see. Hit the ball.
Tucks it away. Great fake. He's looking. Off and running. He kept it himself, able to move the chains.
The thing is, they can't give him those lanes or he's just going to take off. They have to be able to contain the quarterback a lot better than that.
So they have first and 10 here. Tosses it left. Into the open. The 40. Bennett showed some nice moves on that run.
Yeah, he exploded through the line. Then he used some shifty moves to create some extra yardage.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
41-yard line.
Under pressure, fakes the throw, gets the pass off, overthrown, leading to an incompletion.
That might have had something to do with his follow-through. If you release the pass just a little late, you're going to see underthrows or balls thrown into the ground. If you release it too early, then you'll see an overthrow like that.
Dropping back, pressure coming, throws it, he's on the run. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Get at him, Pete.
Hands it off. A 5-yard pickup on that run by the tailback.
5-yard gain on the play.
We'll see. Stay up.
Gets the toss to the right. Great play in the backfield by Mobley. They were waiting for him as he tried to take it to the outside.
And that run started off going east and west, which isn't bad, but then it got worse and it went south.
Let's go. Come on.
Closing in, throwing. Fourth down now after the incomplete pass.
The intended receiver on the play.
Epstein comes out, hoping to put points on the scoreboard for the first time. And it's up. And it's good. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 22 back deep to return.
Nice kick and returnable from the 8. The defense did a great job on the last series, forcing the offense to go 3 and out. Going to the right. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle by Claiborne. Lost about 2 yards.
2-yard loss on the play. Second and 13. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Tiger up. Eagle left.
Tosses it left. Portis didn't get any help from his offensive line.
It was just about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
Here is a 3rd and long situation. Ball on their own 19. Drops back. He surveys the field. Rolls right. Slings it over the middle. And he's unable to make the catch on 3rd down.
And that's really frustrating for a guy when he knows he could have kept the drive going, but he just couldn't hang on to the pass.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up the punt. Here's the punt. He signals for a fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
At the 47-yard line. start the drive at the 47-yard line. First and 10.
Bust this grill, D. You got it.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Pressure, throwing. It was right there, but he just couldn't get that pass under control.
I don't know what happened there. The quarterback did his job delivering a catchable ball. He just couldn't come up with it.
So it's 2nd and 10. Bennett setting up play action. Incomplete pass. Gardner got his hands up and tipped the pass away.
He has a knack for making a big play. And that was another one right there.
The Broncos come out in the quarter defense.
On the 47-yard line.
Under pressure, throws it. He hits his receiver. A powerful arm brings them a first down this time.
Yeah, and you talk about putting some heat on your throws. This guy really let it go. Some of these guys are like a train. They lower their head, keep their legs moving, and charge straight ahead. Sometimes he'll even drag a defender 10 yards before he'll start slowing down.
Catch on the run. Goodwin with the great reception.
Yeah, the receiver showed great ability there.
Cowboy. Take him out.
Gets the toss to the left. Loses one tackle. Runs through the tackle. Bennett with a nice run and picks up the first down.
And it was well executed. They hit their blocks and the back found the right hole to get down the field and pick up a first down.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Dropping back. Throws it. And he makes the grab. Good connection there.
This guy can make all the catches. He'll dig for the ones in the dirt. He's not afraid to go across the middle. And he has a knack for getting open when there's a lot of traffic around him.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
Navy Bull. Pick up the head.
Stepping up, throwing, and it's complete. Culpepper has just broken the 200-yard mark with that
Gain
pass.
of 6 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 5 to go. 8th play of this drive. Pressure coming with the pass. Touchdown, Vikings. He slips behind the secondary and got open for the touchdown.
Now that's just how they practiced it. They go over this play all the time at practice, and they use it a few times in just about every game. But let me tell you, most of the time it's successful just like that.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's on its way, and the extra point is good. That last drive, John, went for a touchdown with some excellent play call.
Scoring a touchdown not only puts points on the board, it sends a message to the other team that if you execute properly, they won't be able to stop you. And they say 90% of the game is half mental.
Epstein is back and ready to put this one in the air.
22.
And this one's a short kickoff. From the 11-yard line. So the offense takes over. The last time they had the ball, they had a very tough time getting anything going. Gordon closing in right on time. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. About 4 to go. Ball on their own 30. Hand off to the tailback. Nice job picking up enough to convert for the first down. He'll get it again. On a 2-yard gain here. Second and 8 coming up here. Clough sets up. Portis was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run while also giving them the speed to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
Give it all you got. Get at him.
The rush is on. Throws it, and this pass is completed. You saw the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when the defense is sending extra rushers at the quarterback, it takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
Ball at midfield. To the air on first down. Pressure goes with a short pass to the right side. That's 3 times on this drive they've been able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first downs if this success continues. They're going to be picking up some points.
Lucy, get out.
On the call, they'll go with the play fake. Under pressure, he read the blitz, just couldn't get rid of it in time.
When the defense brings extra guys in the rush, you have to make your reads more quickly. You probably have time to look at your first read, maybe even your second, but you got to get your hot receiver pretty quickly involved, or you're going to take shots like that.
Now they're looking at second and long after the sack. Handed off to the back. Gain of 2.
21 on the carry. Gain of 2 on the play. Third and 12. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Pressure coming. Throwing short to the right side. They went back to the screen.
The screen pass requires that you have some quick linemen who can move wide of the tackle and set up blocks for the guy coming out of the backfield.
Number 4 will come into this game to punt. Davis looks like he's ready for the return. Fair catch.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on their own 11. Number 87, the motion man.
On the 11-yard line.
Passing on first down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. Second down now after the long pass is incomplete.
Intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Snake eyes. That's all you.
Going to the right. Not much on that pitch. so they dug themselves into a hole here, a long third down situation. Ball on their own 11. The lineup of 6 defensive backs. Dropping back, throws it to the 20. They convert for the first down on that throw.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Moss in motion. Closing in. Goes with a short pass to the right side. The pass slipped out of his hand.
The quarterback has to make sure that he has a good grip on the ball before he lets it go. When it's raining like this, it's not unusual to see a few more bad snaps, fumbles, incompletions, and stuff like that out there.
Culpepper gets set. Alexander moves in motion. Pressure, stepping up, gets the pass off. A little off target, but caught. He catches a floater for the first down.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes that are sure first downs.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Eagle left. Eagle left. Set. Yeah. Hit the ball.
To the air on first down. Under pressure with the pass. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. To beat the blitz, decent game.
He never seems to rush back there in the pocket. He takes his time, finds his man, and puts it right on the money.
5 yards to go. Ball on their own 45. Culpepper sets up.
Here come the heat.
Cross play to the left. Gets away. 4-yard gain there. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition.
Now, the key to this first down was the fact that the defense lost containment on the quarterback. He's out there running around, and that time, it got him a first down.
So they have first and 10 here.
They got nothing. He out now, Zed.
First and 10.
Drops back.
On the 44-yard line.
Good play in the backfield by Mobley. And the quarterback's on the ground as the linebacker got in there.
Yeah, when you're facing a defense that can bring heat in the backfield like that, it's always a good idea to have some sort of hot receiver. Maybe a back going out in the flat so you have a place to dump it to.
Looking for an option. Gets rid of it. The 40. Culpepper continues to pile up the passing yards. He's over 250 now.
Third and 4. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Bring that pain, baby. Hawkeye,
Throws it, and it's caught using the stiff arm. They have the momentum here.
They're darn near unstoppable on third down. They've just been calling the right plays at the right time.
They're in field goal range.
That all you got? Give it all you got.
The lineup of 6 defensive backs. With the pass, the catch was made out of bounds.
And the only call there that can really save you is a situation if the official determines that you would have come down in bounds, but a defender pushes you out while you're up in the air. And that clearly didn't happen there.
Hand it off. And he's tackled at the 24. And the halfback Picks up about 3. They're within striking distance here. With the throw, hits him in stride. They have the defense off balance. Another first down.
You know, this defense has tried everything. Man coverage, the blitz, the zones. They've really mixed up their defenses and their coverages. This offense has taken advantage of them all.
The 14-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Gets the pass off, so he ends up overthrowing his target.
That pass was clearly overthrown.
On the play.
Within scoring distance.
D up. Catch the ball, man. Either way, give it all you got. Set.
They'll go with a run once again. Great fake with the pass. The pass falls incomplete. Third down, upcoming after the incomplete pass.
The intended receiver on the play.
The Broncos expecting pass as they line up with 7 defensive backs. Steps up into the pocket with the throw. Picked off. A lot of space to get it. And the defense comes up with a big interception.
I'll tell you, when you get down there in the red zone, you really have to take care of the ball. And at least give yourself a chance to come away with some kind of points. If you throw a pick, on top of not getting any points, you give the ball right back to their offense.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10. Portis, the lone back. The Broncos using motion. Looking to run it here. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second and 8. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Here comes the heat. Cowboy.
And he'll get the call. Mixon created problems in the backfield on that play. They wanted to pound it through the middle, but they got pounded for a loss.
I'll tell you, that was a perfect time for these guys to call a blitz. They got in there, filled the gap, and brought down the back for a loss.
3rd and 10 coming up.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
And it's caught. They couldn't get past the sticks, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, that's one play that drives me crazy when I see it. Does a receiver not realize where they need to be for the 1st down?
So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick. And he chooses not to return this one.
There was no need to try and return that one. He made the right decision there.
First and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Bust this grill, D. Give it all you got.
Hands it off to the back. Off and running.
The 23 with the carry. Gain of 12 on the play.
They'd like to add a few more points to this lead, but will need to do a good job with clock management. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 45. They'll pass on the 1st down. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete, and that brings up 2nd down.
The defense can't afford to take too many gambles by going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
Drops back. Pressure coming. Steps up into the pocket. Picked off. Great pressure up front, forced him to throw that one before he wanted to get rid of it.
And what happened was the secondary was back there looking right at him. When he started to feel the rush coming, he just flung it up there. And the defender was sitting right there in the zone to pick it off. If they don't want to go into the half down by this much, they're going to need some good throws and good clock management here.
Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10.
Man, dog, go. Set. Eagle what? Give it all you got. Hit him low.
Pass play here on 1st down with the throw. In these conditions, the rain clearly a big factor.
Throwing in these types of conditions could be very difficult. A lot of the time you see the ball slip out of the quarterback's hand a little, and that could lead to incompletions or interceptions. So you got to take a little more time when you drop back to pass.
With the pass, the adjustment, he has it. They'll move the sticks for that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. They're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
And they're going without a huddle. To the air on 1st down. Hits him in stride. Good job of bringing the pass in.
This guy can really move. He turns things up 2 or 3 notches when it really counts. That's the kind of thing you love to see as a coach. Guys who have that 2nd and 3rd gear.
The pass ball's incomplete. Incomplete that time, John.
When it's raining like this, it can make it very hard to get a good grip on the ball, especially guys with smaller hands. So they'll have to do a good job of keeping the ball dry before each snap.
2nd and 10.
Bring the pain. Hit the ball. Set.
The Broncos using motion.
16-yard line.
Let's go. Ball.
They give it to the halfback. Breaking free. Just won't go down. Gain of 5, maybe 6 yards there. He's calling everyone up to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
A little over a minute left. Throws it. Touchdown, Broncos. He threw a great pass, and they get into the end zone.
The quarterback knew that he had to make that pass perfect, and he got the job done on that one.
Elam comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. And the extra point is good. Well, John, these teams are very evenly matched.
This makes for a better game, I think. The strategy of the game comes into play here more.
Comes in to kick off.
Number 30.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 8. The Vikings will start this drive from the 27. An effective 2-minute drill will give them the opportunity to put some points on the board before the half. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 27. Culpepper gets set. Closing in, trying something to the left. This one falls incomplete. Looking for something big on 1st down, but the pass off the mark. They'll need some good yardage here on 2nd down, and then should be in the hurry up for the rest of this drive. The defense lines up in the nickel.
27-yard line.
You got him. Set.
Pressure, gets the pass off, and he goes out at the 38. The defense was a step behind on that play.
When you have a receiver that makes catches like that, you need to get him the ball often. They got to have good clock management if they want to get some points in this drive. And if they can get some, it'll be a big help for him going into half.
It appeared he did a great job of keeping his balance along the sidelines.
Yeah, and the only question is, did he step out? That's what I think they're looking for in the booth.
A call on the field is overturned.
So the referee agrees with the official upstairs, and this one has been overturned.
Well, it was put in to right a wrong. And right there, it was wrong. And now it's right.
The Vikings line up in the shotgun. The Vikings using motion. Looking for an option with the throw on the money. The Vikings call a timeout. They have 2 left.
Hey, here's where efficiency is the key. They're down right now, but if they score before the half, it'll really help them out. They just can't afford a turnover that gives the other team a chance to increase the lead.
Denver comes out in a dime package. Looking downfield, stepping up, gets rid of it. Minnesota calls a timeout. They have 1 timeout left.
There's only one way that they're going to be able to do something about this score. Keep throwing and getting out of bounds.
On the 46-yard line.
Dropping back. He's on the run. The 40. And he plays it safe by going down to the turf. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. 6th play of this drive. Throwing. They got pressure that time, and the quarterback pays the price.
Taking shots like that will really affect his rhythm with his receiver.
Not yet in the red zone. They'll have to hurry up on this 2nd down here. The Vikings line up in the shotgun.
35-yard line.
Gets rid of it. Picked off. It's intercepted. Kennedy was ready for that one.
That's just another case of the quarterback trying to do too much. Here's a spot we're trying to add to the lead before the half can backfire. All it takes is one mistake, and it could be the defense that's scoring. That's why the quarterback has to throw it hard to the sidelines so that no one can jump the pass and pick it off.
To the air on 1st down. Surveying the field. Walker was in perfect position and knocked that pass away.
He's got great recovery speed. He can catch up to the ball even if he's caught out of position. That time he was right there in the secondary to tip the ball away.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 20. A lot of room to work with. He lost it. The Broncos recover. They got that one back.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play. You always need to keep your eyes open because you never know when something like this is going to happen.
Back off, DB. Come on, brother. Get at it. He's the left.
As they head to the locker room, good first half with the score, Denver 14, Minnesota 10.
Minnesota 10.
As we get set for the kickoff, here's a look at the halftime stats. The kickoff team lines up.
Kicking off to start the 2nd half.
Short kickoff
Back deep to return.
from the 14-yard line. He can't wrap him up. It's on the ground. You have to wrap the ball up with 2 hands in games like these.
Yeah, you got to be extra careful. If the ball is wet and you have it hanging out there, the defenders are going to try and punch it out of there every time.
Portis, the lone back, using motion. Hand it off. Good pickup of about 6. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. Only one man in the backfield.
Set. Bring the pain.
Portis wasn't able to get anything going on that play.
They got there and shut that play down very quickly. That's just a case of studying game film this week paying off. When you know what they like to run in certain situations, you can anticipate the play call and stop the play before it even gets started.
Drops back. Throwing. He finds his man.
Here's the thing. You have to realize that in this league, if you're going to make a catch, somebody's going to be there and try and knock it out of you. This time he does a great job of absorbing the hit and still making the catch.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Cowboy, come on, gee up. Set.
Man in motion.
Hut.
Gordon. Hofford records the tackle at the 47. 8-yard gain. It's second down and 1 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. Gordon is the deep back, using motion.
Sideline, D. Eagle left.
Hands it off again. And he just gets by the first down marker. So they pick up enough to convert for the first down. They'll go from the I formation. Hand it off to the back, keeping him at bay. Zoe got the carry and makes his way toward the 100-yard mark on the ground. About a yard to go. And this is the 7th play of this drive. On the carry. And he barely got enough. Great blocking up front to open up a hole that big.
That's my kind of football. The big guys up front getting a hat on somebody and making a hole to get a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Is that all you got? Yeah.
Plummer sets up. Cross play to the right. Coleman couldn't even get out of the backfield.
This defense is extremely active and effective up front. They do a good job of getting upfield quickly, creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Lilly comes in motion.
Let's go, come on.
Handed off to the back, running with purpose. Into the open. Brought some extra people, but couldn't stop him before he got the first.
And run blitzing these guys isn't a bad idea because you know they like to run. You got to be sure to bring guys in the right place. If you think they might run to the outside, additional blitzers in the middle isn't going to help you much.
Again with the carry. Only a yard by the halfback. It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 18-yard line. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Throwing short to the right side. Runs through the tackle. Touchdown, Denver.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty will be enforced on the try.
Elam comes in for the extra point. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. 10 plays and a touchdown. Good drive for the offensive unit.
When you get a drive where you run a bunch of plays and then end up with a touchdown, you feel more confident about what you're doing. It will be interesting to see if they can continue that success with their next drive.
Number 4 will be kicking off.
Up for the kickoff. Number 30.
And a short kickoff. From the 12. The Vikings will start this drive from the 28.
Number 86 on the return.
Come on, partner.
Hand it off. And that's a gain of about 8.
On the carry. Gain of 8 on the play.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Culpepper sets up. They'll go with a play fake. Well, he tried to turn that one upfield, but was met with heavy resistance.
The defense didn't over-pursue on that play. They were in great position to stop him before he got very far.
3rd and under a yard. Ball on their own 38.
Let's go. Come on. Stay guys.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on 3rd down.
Here come the heat.
Dropping back. Under pressure. Goes over the middle. The good pass rush forces the erratic pass.
He had to get rid of the ball in a hurry.
So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. And he waves for the fair catch.
Personal foul. Kick catching interference on the kicking team.
Williams was a little too aggressive, and it cost him.
The receiver needs to be given space to catch the ball.
First and 10.
Give it all you got.
Portis, the deep man. He hands it off. Nice pickup on the ground, maybe about 6. The lineup with 6 defensive backs. He'll get the ball again. Going through the middle and picked up a first down.
That's some good stuff right there. You give it to your back, have a ball straight ahead for good yardage, and you get a new set of downs to work with.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 41-yard line. Dropping back to pass on first down. Rolls right with the pass. Incomplete. Good job finding some room. I thought he was going to bring that one in.
He got open, and the quarterback found him with a pass. He just couldn't get it under control.
We got nothing.
Pressure coming. Throwing. The pass falls incomplete. The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
And they'll face a long 3rd down here.
Get at him, Keith.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. Receives the handoff with the throw, and it's caught at the 30. No problem picking up the first.
Hey, you know, we talk about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
That's all you. Bust this grill, Keith. You ain't got nothing. Bulldog under. Give it all you got.
He gets the carry. Portis couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
It's 2nd down and a long way to go. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Is that all you got?
And this is the 7th play of this drive. Claymore stops the play in the backfield. He was in on that play, giving him 7 tackles so far in the game. It came with a blitz, and there wasn't anywhere to go.
Yeah, and that's why you send all those guys to plug up the hole. At that time, there were no holes at all.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Now you move. They got nothing, son.
Gets the pass off. Incomplete. He just dropped that pass.
You got so much stuff going on out there. You got to get off the line. You got to run a good route. You have to read the defense. You got to get open. But the most important thing you do after all that is you have to catch the ball.
They'll line up for the kick, and it should be about a 43-yard attempt. And it's up. Through the uprights and good. That's 17 unanswered points.
They just can't seem to stop him.
Number 4 is back and ready to put this one in the air. Not a real deep kick. Should be returned. From the 15-yard line. The defense shut down the offense the last time they had the ball.
Number 30 on the return.
It's 1st and 10. Closing in, and he's tackled behind the line. John Oakland gets familiar with the quarterback for the second time today.
You got to wonder why they didn't start paying extra attention to him after the first sack.
Now in 2nd and long after the sack. Pressure with the pass. This one falls incomplete. 3rd down upcoming after that incomplete pass. Denver looking for pass with only 3 down linemen and 7 DBs on the field.
Let's go. Come on, Zed. Let's go.
Under pressure, gets rid of it, and the catch is made. That's what he does when he gets into the open field. Great run there by Moss.
Yeah, with all that speed, he makes it look easy.
First and 10. Ball on their own 37.
D up. Zed. Hut. Come on, partner. Hut.
Loss of about 1. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point.
Second and 12. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Culpepper gets set. So it's his legs and not his arm that picks up yardage here, John.
Yeah, he dropped back to pass, saw the coverage downfield, and he decided to take it himself.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 41. Gets rid of it. Approach midfield. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Created problems in the backfield on that play. Bennett couldn't find an opening and was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This line has to do a better job of holding up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. But he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
Dropping back. Had trouble getting anywhere on that play.
Yeah, because the defense was in a zone. When he tried to tuck it and run, they were watching him, and they were able to swarm to the ball and bring him down before he got very far.
Denver comes out in their nickel package. Drops back. Pressure coming. Flings it to the outside. Good play by the defender to get in there and disrupt the pass.
Creating pressure can really change the way an offense operates. They need to keep some extra blockers in, either a tight end on the line or a back that can help them out with their protection.
Murphy is back to punt. O'Neal will go back to accept this punt. Here's the catch. He signals for a fair catch.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force the fair catch.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball at their own 10. Man in motion.
There you go. Drop back. Drop. Let's go.
Hand it off. To the 20.
Let me show you what happened on that play. This guy absolutely tees off on the defender. I mean, he puts him right on his back. That's about as good a block as you're going to see.
You'll see.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 26-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. Pickup of about 8.
The ball carrier. Gain of 8 on the play.
Only 1 man back.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Get in there. Come on, partner. Set. That all you got? Bust his grave. Give it all you got.
The offensive line looked like they just collapsed on that play.
The offensive line has to get good movement on the snap of the ball for the inside run to work, and it didn't happen on that play.
2 yards to go. Ball on their own 34. Using motion.
Get in there, line. Get in there.
It's the toss to the right. He just gets this one past the sticks. Portis did a nice job breaking away on that carry.
The line did a great job there of blocking the backside pursuit, which helped them get the first down.
Let's go. Come on.
Anderson fakes the handoff. Throws it. Portis continues to be a reliable target. That's his 3rd catch of the game.
On the play.
You got him. We'll see.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. Throwing. Picked off. It's intercepted. Clears the defender. At the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Minnesota. Walker demonstrated great ability there.
The defense had everything covered up pretty well there. I'm not surprised that this one was a turnover.
The kicker lines up for the point after. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Short kick. He didn't get much of that one. From the 12. Denver can take complete control of this game if they can get this one into the end zone. Hand off to the tailback. Only a yard by the halfback. Nine yards to go. Man in motion.
Back off,
Another run. Slips the tackle. What a collision. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
Eagle one. Get in there. Fire out. Set.
Tosses it right. Lost about 2 yards. They'll go from the I formation. Hands it off. They'll go with the play fake. With the pass, the 40. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of down.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 36-yard line. 5th play of this drive. Closing in. And he's brought down at the 36. Brought it down and ran with it, but couldn't find any room.
That's excellent discipline by the defense. They stayed in their lanes, and they got to him before he could even get going.
2nd and 9. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Route. Set. You ain't got nothing.
They give it to the halfback. Running back picks up about 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
They need 5. Ball on the 31-yard line. Drops back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. The pass is picked off. Heat on the quarterback may have forced that interception.
And the other thing is, the secondary was just sitting back there waiting in their zone. When he tossed it up there, they were all over it.
So after the interception now, it's 1st and 10.
Here comes the heat. Here comes the heat.
They'll start the drive at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10.
Come on, Dio.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Breaking through. It's going to be 2nd and just a couple after a good run.
This might be the easiest conversion the team will face today. That was a gutsy play by the quarterback to get that kind of yardage on 1st down.
Hand off to the tailback. Bennett showed a great burst of speed after he took the handoff on that play.
Yeah, that's where you see a lot of that speed work at practice paying off.
1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Sideline, D. Eagle left. 94. 2nd and 1. 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 2
Culpepper sets up. And he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. It's second down and 9 to go.
Second and 9. Ball on the 44-yard.
Under pressure with the pass. How about that speed? Great individual effort.
He throws lasers all over the field. He can throw them short, he can throw them long, he can throw them medium, he can throw them anyway.
First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Hit him low. Get at him, D. Sam, stay home.
Pressure coming. Throws it. Puts it on the ground. The fumble is scooped up. Breaks free of the defender. There he goes. And no one's going to catch him. The 10. The defense comes up with a fumble and a touchdown. He was trying to make something happen by himself and puts it on the ground. Elam comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. The point after is good. Number 4 comes in to kick off.
Number 30 back to return.
And this one's a short kickoff. From the 11. The Vikings will start the drive from the 28.
Number 86 on the return.
It's first and 10. They come out in a dime package. Closing in. He has one. The quarterback packed it in and decided to scramble.
Making sure the other team respects the run when the ball is in the quarterback's hands is important. You want to make sure that he doesn't try and do it too much, though, and get injured on the play.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Is that all you got?
Man in motion.
Come on, gee up. Stay after him. Bring that plane back.
To the air on first down. Great play in the backfield by Gardner. Good idea bringing the blitz here.
That was a heck of a play. I think he felt the rush coming. He just couldn't get out of there quickly enough.
Second and 15. The backs are lined up in an I.
Second and 15. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Snake eyes.
Drops back. Pressure. Gets the pass off. This pass is incomplete. The back was the target, but he couldn't bring it in for the catch.
The back was a good receiver out of the backfield. Could really give you that extra dimension on offense. You have to find a way to try and catch it when your hands are on it.
And we'll start the fourth quarter. Third down and long coming up here. Ball on their own 36. Surveying the field with the throw, and it's complete. Culpepper is really picking apart this pass defense, piling up over 350 yards through the air. Murphy is looking for a good punt here. O'Neal lines up deep for the punt return. He takes the run and has some room to run. Hand it off to the back. The 40.
When you're talking about taking your man out of the play, this is what you're talking about. You know, this is the kind of block that guys dream about. I mean, he just unloads on that guy. This back loves to hit the defenders when they come close in for the tackle. He sees the hit coming, lowers his shoulder, and then boom, the defender's left lying there in his back.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 48. Porter, the deep man, going to the left.
These defensive linemen should be ashamed of their performance today.
Only one man back. Plummer gets set. Under pressure, throws it. The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
26, the intended receiver on the play.
3rd and maybe 2. Ball on the 44-yard line.
They got nothing.
Hand off to the tailback. There he goes. So on the blitz, they can't get to the ball carrier until it's too late.
And when you're blitzing to stop the run, the idea is bringing more guys and the offense can block. You also got to cut off the lanes and gaps that he can use to escape out of the backfield. That just didn't happen here.
A lot of space in front of him. The 30, the 20. And they finally make the tackle at the 6-yard line. He gets around the corner and nearly takes it the distance.
And the thing is, they didn't contain him. And when you don't contain him and you let him get into the open field, you're going to be in for one heck of a lot of trouble.
It's 1st and goal. Ball on the 6-yard line. Hand it off to the back. Touchdown, Broncos.
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
They'll get set for the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. Down the field they went efficiently and effectively over 70 yards to the end zone.
Can't argue with the result. And a touchdown was the result that they were looking for. This offense can put it together.
Here's the kickoff team.
He is lined up for the kickoff. Number 30, back deep to the
Short kickoff. From the 12-yard line. Stiff arm. The defense did a very good job against them the last time they had possession, forcing a punt.
They'll start the drive at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10.
Come on, partner. Set.
Hand off to the tailback. Tackle at the 32. Picks up maybe 3 on that carry.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on their own 32. That is a deep man. Pressure coming. Throws it. It looked like he'd come up with it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern, but he had the ball bounce right off his fingertips.
They come out of the nickel.
3rd and 7. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Culpepper gets set. Dropping back, closing in. The throw. He was there to make the catch for the first down.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another first down.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 45. Bennett, the deep man. Throwing short to his left. A lot of room to work with. And he goes out of bounds at the 48. He's running solid routes and making catches, and that one is his 4th of the day. The Broncos come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Throws it. He hits his receiver. Culpepper with a tight spiral on that pass.
That guy's always had a great arm. That's something you can't teach.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Aimed it off to the back. They decided to run it there, John.
They must have seen something in the defense that told them that they could run the ball there.
Denver lines up with 7 guys in the secondary.
29-yard line.
Back off, DB.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. With the pass, a little behind, but he has it into the open field. They've got something going here.
Yeah, it's been one first down after another. They're putting together a nice-looking drive here.
1st and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. Tosses it out to the left. Bennett couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense is always very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined, and they get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
That's all you.
Running back picks up about 4 yards. About 6 to go. Ball on the 17-yard line. Throws it, breaking free. Touchdown, Vikings. Dante Culpepper completes another drive with a beautiful touchdown pass. Epstein comes in for the extra point. And it's on its way, and the extra point is good. Well, you can't ask for much more out of a drive that gets you into the end zone.
Big players make big plays, and that scores touchdowns. Give some credit to the linemen out there. They're the biggest guys on the field, and without them, no one gets into the end zone.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Good distance. From the 5-yard line.
They have this game pretty well in hand. This is one of those spots where you might want to get some of your backups some playing time.
The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Get in there, Ron. Got the ball. Send the pay.
He hands it off. Just about 2 yards on the run by the halfback.
Lose it.
down.
Have a look at this big defensive lineman. He couldn't get to the quarterback, so he got his hands up and he knocked it down.
Here is a 3rd and long situation. Ball on their own 24. They'll go with the quarter defense.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Steps up into the pocket. He's taken down in the backfield. Good coverage downfield. The quarterback nowhere to go.
And it's never good to take a sack, but when there's nothing open downfield, you just can't throw it up there.
Number 4 lines up in the backfield for the punt. Davis sets up to run back the punt. Fields the punt and has an open field. He picks up a few yards on the return.
Nope, the coverage team had him wrapped up before he could do anything with it.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
First and 10.
Here comes the heat. Set.
Culpepper with a man in motion.
Get him. Hawk right.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Pressure, stepping up. The 4th down. What a headache for the defense.
You know, that's what a mobile quarterback can do. When everything breaks down, he can run and pick up a 1st down for you.
It's 1st and 10. Bennett in the backfield. Tosses it out to the left. Taken out of the backfield. You may want to dump that play, John.
You know, that's what this defense will do to you. They're so good in pursuit that if you start trying to go east and west in the backfield, you're in trouble. I'd try and run the ball right at them. That'll negate the speed that these guys have to the outside.
Drops back. Gets the pass off. He has some room at the 30. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
First and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Cross play to the right. Good play in the backfield by Mobley. Good work by the defensive line there.
They got off the ball, got penetration, shut off those running lanes. He was looking for a hole, but the only thing he saw was a massive wall of defenders.
Dime bags in for this play. He surveys the field, under pressure. Great play in the backfield. Trevor Price hits to the quarterback again. He now has 5 sacks.
I can't remember the last time I saw a guy get this many sacks.
It's now 3rd and long after the sack. Drops back. Pressure coming. Looking downfield. Slings this one. He overthrows his intended receiver.
And you want to lead the receiver so that he can catch and run, but you don't want to lead him that much.
A long field goal attempt here. This one from about 52 yards away. And it's up. It was long enough, but it's sliced to the right. Loses the defense. And there's a flag on the play.
Holding on the offense.
They'll get him for holding here.
I didn't really see a hold on that one. That could be one of those phantom calls.
First down and a long way to go following that penalty. Passing on first down. Gets the pass off. Ooh, what a huge hit to cause the incompletion.
That's what I like to see. A defensive player putting a good look on a guy to force the drop pass.
Second and long coming up here.
Let's go. Come on. Fire out. Hit him low.
Steps up. Looking for an option. Throwing. Puts his receiver in stride. Plummer completes another throw and is now over 200 yards through the air.
You got it. Bulldog under.
Hand it off. He has room. He shakes the defender. Whew, what a score. Portis explodes for a big game.
He's got moves on top of moves.
Only one man back.
Bring that pain, baby. Eagle left. Set.
Man in motion.
Bring the pain. Drop back. Drop. Get out.
They give it to the halfback. About a 4-yard gain there. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. And they find themselves in scoring range. Fifth play of this drive.
Let's go. Come on.
Again to the run. Breaks free. Takes that one and heads upfield to pick up the first down.
You know what they did was pick up a blitz, and when they did that, it opened up a hole, and they ran right through it.
They'll go from the I formation. Plummer gets set. Just about 7 yards on that carry. Second and 3 coming up here. Ball on the 4-yard line. Tosses it right. Touchdown, Broncos. So he puts his head down and punches it in for the score.
He was like a locomotive with a full head of steam.
Runs it in for the third time. What a day for him. They'll get set for the extra point. And it's on its way. The point after is good. Good-looking drive, and they score the touchdown. The offensive unit should be very pleased with their performance on that one.
They did everything they had to on that one. The end result was a trip across the goal line and a TD on the board.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 30.
Nice kick and returnable. From the 3.
Time's running out, so they're going to have to score quickly. They hope that the defense holds them so they have a chance to pull one out at the end.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
That all you got?
It's the toss to the left. Breaking free. Good gain of about 7 on that play.
7-yard gain on the play.
Bulldog under.
Bennett, the lone back, dropping back, throws it, with the catch. He's taken down at the 45. Culpepper showing you his powerful throwing arm on that pass.
This guy's just like a gunslinger. He's never in a position where he thinks that a throw is impossible.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 45. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Closing in, breaking through. It's on the ground. The Broncos time on the corner. That ball just squirted right out of his hands.
He never had a good handle on that thing. A lot of guys will wear gloves to help him hold on to the ball, but even if you do, you still got to wrap it up and protect it. You're going to see a lot of balls popping out like that.
So it's 1st and 10 following the fumble. So what we're looking for here is whether one of his knees hit the ground before the ball came out.
And sometimes it's hard for the official because there can be a whole bunch of bodies around the ball carrier, and he can't get a good enough view to overturn it.
The call on the field is overturned. No timeout will be charged to Minnesota.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
It didn't hurt that the official had some great replays to look at. And they made it easy to overrule.
They come out in a dime package. He tucked that one away and picked up the 1st down in the process.
The quarterback knew exactly where the 1st down marker was, and he goes there and gets it.
1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second and 8. Ball on the 40-yard line.
With the pass falls incomplete. No one there that time. Now it's 3rd down after the incompletion.
On the play.
And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
3rd down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on 3rd down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
How about that speed? Great individual effort.
Not only did the quarterback show off his strong arm, but the receiver displayed some amazingly soft hands. A great throw with an even better catch is always an easy way to pick up 1st down.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 22-yard line. They'll pass on 1st down. Pressure, gets the pass off. That one hit him in the hands, but it just couldn't hang on.
Pretty good play call on that one. Everything happened just as it's drawn up. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Dropping back. Under pressure. Throwing. The defender's got it. That's now 3 interceptions for these guys. Following the interception, it's now 1st and 10. It's the toss to the left. Tackle at the 16-yard line.
This guy just never stops.
Second and 6. Ball on their own 16. He'll get it again. Big opening. Portis is having a career game with that carry over 250 yards rushing. They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Snake eyes.
Cross play to the left. Portis was stuffed on that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. And they do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
Club sends a man in motion.
Sideline to sideline. Fire out.
Hand off to the tailback. About a 2-yard gain here.
On the carry. Gain of 2 on the play. Third and 8. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Ball. Stay up. Stay up.
5th play of this drive.
Lose it.
Tosses it right. They'll go with a run once again. Just about 7 yards on that carry.
With the carry, 7-yard gain on the play.
Number 4 will come into this game to punt. Here's the punt. From the 24. He didn't have much to work with, but still got away a decent return.
Hey, even if it doesn't seem like much, positive yards on a return is better than nothing. First down may be where they try something towards the end zone, since they'll have 3 more downs to work with after that.
Man in motion. Pressure coming. Throws it with the catch. The 50. Here he goes. At the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. While the former University of Central Florida Golden Knight has now beaten this defense with 3 touchdown passes. Epstein comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. And he takes on the extra point. The Vikings have just made it a 2-score game.
This team can put up some points, but this might be a little too deep a hole.
Well, they need the ball back, and they need points, so they're lining up for the onside kick. Here we go. Denver recovers. The offense takes over after they were unable to get any points on their last drive. This one is just about in the books. Sharp in motion. The Vikings call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Less than a yard to go. Minnesota calls a timeout. They have 1 left. Off to the tailback, and he's tackled behind the line. Great penetration there.
And that's the thing. To stop any kind of run between the tackles, you have to get some sort of penetration. You have to get into the backfield, and when you do that, you make the back change direction, making him go where he doesn't want to go.
It's second down and a long way to go.
Give it all you got. Get at him. Set. Here come the heat. Come on, partner. Yeah. Fire out. They got nothing. Yeah. Hit him low. Bulldog up.
And he'll get the call. The Vikings call a timeout. They have none left. A kneel down here should be the last play of the game. The former Miami Hurricane had himself a big game and is our horse trailer player of the game. Plummer sets up. Number 4 is back to punt. Davis is back to receive this kick. Here's the kick. And he signals for the fair catch.
Now this is a big-time play by the special team. Hunter does his job, and he puts it where the returner can't catch it. And the coverage team does their job by getting in position to knock it back into the field and pin him inside the 10.
They'll probably try one long throw downfield.
Got him. Bust his grill, deep. Cowboy.
Culpepper with a man in motion. Passes left. Almost intercepted. This is going to do it. Barring a defensive foul, this will be the last play of the game. With the throw. That'll wrap this one up, and the final score is Denver 45, Minnesota 31. This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.